Hey fight fans! In today's video, Islam Makhachev has just won his second UFC belt, but one big question remains. What's next? We'll look at who could be Islam's next opponent and why the biggest fight in UFC history might not be Makhachev versus Topuria, but Islam Makhachev versus Khamzat Chimaev. In this video, Javier Mendez responds to Ilia Topuria calling Islam's fighting style boring. Jack de la Alena's team also shared an emotional message. Plus, Dylan Dennis didn't just get beaten, he lost a lot of money too.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you, my friend. Cappuccino, yes?
Yes, cappuccino.
Thank you.
Let's get started. We're entering one of the greatest eras in UFC history. Lightweight has long been considered the toughest division, but now welterweight might be even more exciting. Fighters like Michael Morales, Carlos Prates, Ian Gary, Belal Muhammad, and Khamzat Chimaev are all young, hungry, and dangerous, making this division feel alive again. After Islam Makhachev's big win at UFC 322 and winning the welterweight title, only one question remains. Who will fight him next? A rematch with Delamat Alena is off the table, and Jack won't get another title shot soon. On November 22nd, Belal Muhammad and Ian Gary will finally face each other, and the winner will almost certainly demand a title shot. Khamzat Chimaev has also entered the discussion on social media, but he's been recovering from injuries, so it's uncertain. Michael Morales had a great performance at UFC 322 but may need one more big win to face Makhachev. Carlos Prates is in a similar spot. His knockout over Leon Edwards was amazing, but he still needs another top-level win. Then there's Kamaru Usman, the biggest name in the division. Before UFC 322, Usman said he wanted to fight the winner of Makhachev versus Delamat Alena. Islam has also said he'd gladly fight him.
Really? If you give me the choice and ask me who you want to fight, I will take Kamaru, but it's not my job.
When I look at a guy like Islam, I don't really see holes like that. And that's something that scares me, that causes that heartbeat to go up. And that's where you see some of the most spectacular performance. Because the last time I felt that like that was Kobe Covington won. And that's when I was like, yo, you got a guy that can wrestle just as good as you, a guy that can grapple just as good, a guy that can maybe not strike it, but a guy that can strike just as well. You have a guy that's good at all these things. How do you get that victory?
Usman only has one recent win, a decision over Buckley. But his name carries weight. He's a former dominant champion with a massive fan base and legacy. That's why Usman is currently Islam's most realistic opponent in welterweight.
Sell many pay-per-view?
Me, you? Yes. Because I can't, by then, if you have belt, me, you fight.
You come 155.
You be big. No, no, middleweight, middleweight. You see how big he is?
No, I'm small.
You see how big he is? He taller than me too? Yeah. Big.
The biggest potential fight, though, is Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. They've been building tension for months with verbal jabs, setting up a mega fight. There are challenges. Topuria hasn't defended his lightweight belt yet, and Islam doesn't want to drop back to 155. But Dana White loves super fights, and when he wants something, it usually happens. If the right deal is made, Islam versus Ilia could be the biggest fight in UFC history. Islam wants to fight at the historic UFC event at the White House in June 2026. To headline, he needs a super opponent. Right now, only Ilia Topuria and Kamaru Usman fit that description. Then there's Khamzat Chimaev, who scares a lot of people. He won't fight at the White House event, but Abu Dhabi is a different story. Fans love big fights, and Chimaev is a big draw. Some say this fight may never happen because Islam and Khamzat are like brothers, but Khamzat has said he wouldn't turn down a fight if Islam calls him out. In UFC, anything is possible.
Islam's smart enough to know that's probably the only, at 185, he could probably beat most guys. Probably could do that to most guys. Khamzat is just a bigger version of Islam. Like there's just, that would be sick to watch. That'd actually be a fun grappling fight. I'd love to see that.
Imagine how much money these fights could make. In just 2 days, Islam Makhachev's post-fight Octagon interview got 2 million views. Khamzat Chimaev got almost the same, just 10,000 less. Ilia Topuria reached 1 million, and Alex Pereira got 770,000. Chimaev posted on Instagram, "The wolf and the eagle are not always close, but when it comes to protecting the mountains, they will always protect them together." He's showing that even if he and Khabib aren't always together, their bond and respect remain strong. Michael Bisping doesn't think an Ilia versus Islam fight will happen anytime soon.
Ilia Topuria is going to come out and say that because he wants that fight. Could you imagine if Ilia Topuria was afforded the ability to go up and become a 3-weight division champion? Again, I say it all the time. No one's ever done that. And I don't think that's what's going to happen here just yet. I think Ilia's going to defend. We don't know who it's going to be. Could be Arman Tsarukyan because he's fighting next week in Qatar. It could be Paddy. It could be Justin Gaethje. But he's got to fight one of those. And he's probably going to defend a couple more times as well before he even thinks about going up to welterweight.
Javier Mendez responded to Ilia Topuria calling Islam's fight boring, saying that they will fight sooner or later, whether it's at the White House event or somewhere else.
As a fighter, you got to try to mark up the fights and get everybody involved, and he does a great job of doing that, So let's see what happens, If the UFC offers him, then no problem. I mean, I can't answer for Islam, but I'm saying no problem. Islam and his, Ali, who I consider the greatest manager in the business, will do the right thing for Islam. So, but let's face it, we're going to meet him eventually, whether it's the White House or whether it's another time. Let the UFC decide that, I say. But we're going to meet him eventually if he wants to continue to come up. But I seriously doubt Islam will want to come down. And for him, it's the first time anybody will ever go for a triple, right? He'll be the first triple challenger for it. So that would be a monster fight for the whole world, to be honest with you.
Unlike Topuria, Israel Adesanya was impressed by Islam's recent fight against Dilat, sharing his thoughts on his channel.
He just there flexes his fucking back muscles, and he can't make a mistake at all, because then homeboy will jump on it. Impressive, but still, just it's impressive how Islam was able to still find a way, be like 2 steps, 3 steps ahead. He knows what to do. He's telling him, because now it's not really about physical. It's just 3 rounds.
Jack stayed quiet after his tough defeat, but his coach, Ben Vickers, shared a strong message. He said he's proud of Jack and the team, even though they didn't win. "It hurts, but this sport doesn't define us. It's what we love to do." He thanked everyone who supported the team and promised they will come back stronger.
His face, pause, right here, boom, right there.
Yeah.
There's that face of, I'm trying to fight, but this dude can't freaking let me. And that right there is when you start to...
Yeah.
That's why I know he's come back. He's gonna improve his wrestling, and he have one of the best striking. He's gonna come back soon, and he's gonna be one of the best in this game.
Queso, eat your food, bro. Eat your food.
Dylan Dennis had one of the worst nights in UFC history. He bet $80,000 on Jack Dilat to beat Islam at UFC 322, but everything went wrong. He got into a backstage brawl, was reportedly banned from the UFC, and lost his $80,000 bet. On top of that, he had to watch Islam cement himself as one of the sport's greatest. This night was a total disaster for Dylan.